Os. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom Callahan. Thank you guys for joining me once again. This will be part 2 in a series of the Kihon breakdown, the Kyokushin Karate Kihon breakdown. Recently I did the first one on the Seiken and Nuraken section. Today we're going to do just the blocks, the 5 blocks that we do in our basic warm-up in our Kihon. So I just want to point out a couple of things to pay attention to, as I mentioned in the last video. In particular, Kyokushin-kan, the organization I belong to with Kaicho Rayama and Kancho Okazaki, we do a couple of the blocks a little bit differently than some of the other Kyokushin organizations. The Uchi Uke and the Gidanbarai are slightly different. We go with the block and cut the hip. So I'm going to do it the way that the way we teach it here in Kyokushin-kan. If you do it another way, that's okay. I just want to show the way we do it, and there's no wrong or right way to do these blocks. Again, as I mentioned last time, we learn the basics, we learn the fundamentals, and then we improvise and modify during combat. For example, if we do an Uchi-Uke in Kan this way, we go with the block and then cut the hip, or we do it this way, as a lot of the Kyokushin organizations do, it's fine. We do these blocks as well in various situations. In the Kihon, we do it this way to practice cutting the hip, and the concept being, in a lot of the ways we do it with Kyokushin-kan, is we go with the power. We generate the power. So we use the hip a lot, and it's a good way to practice using the koshi and using the hip motion. So with that said, let's go start from the beginning. We're going to go from Hidari Sanchin Dachi with the blocks as we do in the warm-ups. Okay, ready? Hidari Sanchin Dachi. Yoi. Kamaete. So the Jodan Uke. Let's pay attention to a couple of things before we go into the motion of it and the breakdown of it. We want to make sure that the arm is a 45-degree yunjugo. The fist is past the head, so it's not here. We got to bring it over. The crux of this arm is about eye height here. And the distance between the forehead is approximately about here, give or take, okay? Nothing is exact with these blocks again. But here, here, and 45. Those are the 4 things, or 4 or 5 things, whatever that was, to pay attention to in terms of where you want to end up. Now, the critical part of this is to use the hips and to maintain the 45-degree angle. Of course, incorrect, we do see this here. We don't want it here because if there's a power coming as a strike, it's going to hit our head. We want the strike to bounce off the arm. And we want to turn into the block with power, as I mentioned just a moment ago. So we're going to turn the arm coming down from here. We want to turn and bring it here. Okay? This arm is going to come up again midway. And so at some point in the block, we want to be here. In case the punch is coming, we can block it as well. So there's two things going on here. 1, 2. You notice I'm turning the hip as well. So 1, 2. I'm almost punching to the 45. Not exactly, of course, but it's almost that motion. 1, 2. 1, 2. My head is straight. My obi, yunjugo. 1, 2. 1, 2. 45. Eye height past my forehead and about this much distance from away. Os? So Those are just a few things just to pay attention to for the Jodan Uke. Sota Uke. We're going to come from the back of the head. Almost like you're scratching the back of your head. Oh, obviously with the fist. This hand is for blocking or to be protecting yourself. About here, not so much under the armpit. I see this incorrectly. No. Here. Now, I always imagine that the fist and my elbow are connected. They both have to move with my koshi. This, no good. As Kaicho Riyama always says, this is no good. Old school, not effective, not efficient. We want to come at an angle, 45. And as we block, this forearm. Height, shoulder height. Shoulder height. Too low, too high. This and this work together. And we come down to the 45, punch, chudan. Here. So pay attention to those few things. Now again, as I just mentioned, the uchi-uke in Gedambarai is slightly different with kan. We wind up. The block in uchi-uke comes from underneath. Underneath. Wind up, and as we come to here and block is when we cut the hip. So we end up 45 degrees here, shoulder height, about a fist and a half away from the arm. Don't jam it. Keep it out. Too far, too close. Fist and a half. Go with it. Cut. Go with it. Cut. Go with it. Cut. Pop. Pop. Fist and a half. Shoulder height. Head straight. Yunjago. Os. So pay attention to that. If you want to learn it this way, with the way the kan does it, it's going to take a little time. You have to learn. Pop. Now, like I said, this is not incorrect. It's just not the way we particularly do it for the reasons I mentioned, okay? Same with the Gedambarai. We go with it. Pop. Don't forget this. This arm back. This powers this. Os. Not over here, not here. Just here. Here. Os. Not down low. Same, okay? Next one is uchi-uke Gedambarai. So, I see a lot of this. No. So from here, let's start here. Uchi-uke, fist and a half. Gedambarai. The Gedambarai comes close to the chest. Here. Here. Close to the chest. And out. This is no good. Dame. Push out. Because someone's grabbed you, I want to open their arms. In, out, in, out, in, out. Secondly, hip. everything has to work. You got to generate the power here. No good. Close, out. Close, out. We want to end up here. Shoulder height, fist and a half. Gidambarai. Uchuke gidambarai. Os. So those are a few little things you should pay attention to while you're doing this section of the blocking for the Kihon in Kyokushin Karate. And I hope you're learning a little something on this, and I appreciate you guys being here. I certainly appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel, liking the videos if you do. Comments are great, and suggestions are really good. I've got all these ideas from you guys. You guys are suggesting for me to do this, and I'm loving doing it, to be honest with you. And I appreciate you being here and following the channel, World Budo Arts, Kyokushin-kan. I appreciate it very much, and until next time, wuss!